If you give up, who's gonna save you? If you give up, who's gonna save you? No one. Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we chat everything life, purpose, and motherhood. And if that interests you, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are a returning savvy, clock it. So today we'll be talking about giving up. You ain't about to give up. You cannot give up. So if you are watching this and you feel like giving up, don't. So before we get into it, I want to share a big challenge I had in my life that had me wanting to give up. And if after this you still want to give up, then I don't know. So I started studying in 2021, right? And I was doing well. The only issue I had was one module. I kept on failing this module. I'm not talking about the failing whereby you're missing 2%, you're missing 1%. I mean, dismally. I remember this one time I literally got 7%. And I was like, what do you mean? You know that thing of you passed primary, you passed high school, and now you're in tertiary. Of course you're gonna pass. What do you mean? I was getting certificates. Primary, I was doing well in high school. So what do you mean that I got a 7%? Okay, cool. Got the 7% and tried again. I failed again and again and again. I failed like 5 times. This was my 6th try, and only then I passed. Can you believe it? Because I cannot. I'm still shocked that finally I passed. Remember, failing a module in tertiary means a lot of things. It's not only the fact that you failed, it's the fact that it'll be difficult for you to now just neglect this course and go start a new one. Because first and foremost, you won't get financial aid because you have an incomplete course, number one. Second of all, you've left something hanging. To be difficult for them to enroll you because now you already have this reputation of leaving things hanging. You understand? And I still wanted to study further, but now I've got this incomplete course. What now? And to be honest with you, I really felt like giving up. Sometimes I would start something else, trying to distract myself, but something would keep on taking me back to that course, because like I would go try, but it will keep leading me back to this course that was incomplete. So basically the message for today is do not give up, finish what you start, because it will keep on leading you back. And also that thing trains your mind to not neglect stuff that you start. Complete it. While I was still studying, I accumulated a lot of skills. For example, I've got first aid right now, and you do it practically. That's why I always recommend college. You do it practically. I accumulated computer skills, so you gain a lot. So although I had all these skills, I hadn't completed my diploma. I hadn't completed it, and I was just like, why do I need to complete it? I've got these skills, I can use it, I can sustain my life. But then I still had this thing of wanting to study further. What then? So today I'm just here to say, if you want to give up, don't give up. You know, you'll sometimes look at your situation and think that it's bad. The people that have worse than yours, who have failed, I failed 5 times. You might find that people that have failed 7 times, 8 times, but they kept on going back because they know their why. As a mom, you cannot give up. You're the first role model to your child. So if you give up, think of that child. Think of, what are you showing that child? What are you representing to that child? That it's okay to give up? No, that's not what you want to show. And really, obviously now I'm a motivational speaker because I'm on the other side. When I was in it, I would be like, I don't want advice, but I'm glad I didn't give up. I am so glad. Although I would see people that I was in the same class with moving forward and my heart would ache, but I am glad I didn't give up because finally I'm here. And to be honest with you, I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot. I don't think there's anything that can drain me or put me down as much as this module did. Whereby I can, but you're wondering why can't I just do it? And I think there's this one thing that I've also learned is that timing is of essence. Timing is everything. And as I said, I believe in God, so I really believe that this was the right time for it to happen. God knew exactly why, and this is the right time. This is the right time for it to happen. So mommies, today you are not giving up. This is your sign to pick yourself up, go redo whatever that you failed, whether it was your driving test, whether it was school, whether it was an assignment at work. You are not giving up. Bye mommies.